Today, the hunt continues in the Hunt for Wolverine Adamantium Agenda. This is issue 2. Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're talking about the Adamantium Agenda. This is issue 2. The Hunt for Wolverine continues. This book is written by Tom Taylor, and the artwork is done by R.B. Silvio. Now, the artwork in this book is absolutely stellar. It was awesome in the first issue. It continues to be great in the second issue. Wolverine looks badass. There's this point in the book where you actually see the aftermath of this explosion that happened in the city a long time ago, and Wolverine's all torn to shreds. Spider-Man looks good. We get to see the Iron Man armor in here, full detail. It's real shiny and everything. Characters' facial expressions are good. The artwork is top-notch, and I love looking at this book. So, let's talk about what happens in this particular story, shall we? So, this point forward, there are spoilers in the review, so if you haven't seen your copy or watched your copy yet, read your copy yet, then actually read it and then come back and let's keep talking about it in the comments below. Alright, so in the last issue, we got to see a little bit of a flashback about Wolverine. He stopped this bomb, or he had to go in there to trigger this bomb off without sacrificing human life. And there was this promise that Tony Stark made to Logan in the past. And so, at the beginning of this issue, you wind up finding out what that promise actually was. And what it is that Tony made a promise to Logan saying that if he was to die, that no one would get his DNA or poke at him or whatever the case may be, because they know that his DNA is very valuable. And Tony said, you got it. And that was the promise that he made. So very interesting moments in there too, in the introduction of this story, when Tony finds Logan after he blown up in that bomb and whatnot, and the interaction between Tony and Peter were really good in here too. So then what happens is the book winds up going into now, and where we last left off, we wound up seeing that there was an auction or bid for Jessica Jones and Luke Cage's daughter's DNA to be sold. And everyone is there at this auction thinking that it is going to be Logan's DNA that was sold. So when this actual DNA went up or whatever it was, no one wanted to bid on it, which I thought was funny. And Jessica and Luke were pissed off about it, but everyone was like, I don't want this. I thought it was a DNA of an actual superhero. And they're all pissed off, and Tony's sitting there in disguise in his mask, and he's like, I'll bid on it to make sure it doesn't go into the wrong hands. And it was only costing him like $30,000, which is kind of funny. And then there was this back and forth moment between Tony and Peter as well when it came to this old school computer, which was funny. And they lost track of the mission at hand, and then they had to reel them back in again, which I thought was really cool. But what happened is we wind up seeing that the DNA for Logan was actually there, and it was stolen from Mr. Sinister. And so what happens is Mr. Sinister winds up on the submarine where everyone else is, and basically goes to kill the guy that stole the DNA from him. And there was a person there that was in disguise, and that hero was none other than Laura, X-23, right? She was in disguise and on that submarine as well. And when I got done reading the particular issue, I was like, damn, I should have known. Tom Taylor is writing a book. Laura's going to be in it, right? And she shows up at the end of the day trying to stop Mr. Sinister from killing that particular person that was going to give the DNA to Tony Stark for $6 million. So, and basically that's how the issue ends. So, what did I think about this book? I thought this was a great book. It just got such great balance in it. It has wonderful action. It's got great artwork. It's got great dialogue. I love how the story is written. Not a lot maybe has happened, but I like seeing the past relationship between Tony and some of the other characters. And then I love how Tom Taylor brings Laura Kenny into this book because he wrote her for so long. And then I just love how she chops off Sinister's hand. And, and she's just a badass in this book. So it looks like she's teaming up with the rest of them to try to recover Logan's DNA. Now, I bet that they saved this guy's life, but I wonder if the DNA is not with him. I bet it's probably hidden somewhere, So I don't know. We'll see. But nevertheless, great balanced issue and one of my best Wolverine series to right now with this whole Hunt for Wolverine thing. So at the end of the day, I'm going to give this one a solid 4.25 out of 5 stars. Just a lot of fun. It's a great comic book and what comic books really should be, right? Just a lot of fun so you can enjoy it. So guys, in the comments below, tell me what you thought of this particular issue of Hunt for Wolverine Adamantium Agenda. Were you a fan? Were you not a fan? Were you bored by this? Do you like this series? And which one is your favorite out of those 4 series as of right now? So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you don't miss a single video from me. And fans, until that next comic book review, thank you so much. Take care, fans. Bye.